Hi, I'm Bob.
And I'm Sarah. Welcome to Carpool Confessions.
I'll bring my stories.
And I'll bring my friends.
Buckle up.
Step in the car where the lights are low. On Springfield streets where secrets flow. Night rides turn to truth-telling sessions. Buckle up tight for Carpool Confessions.
Grace.
Oh,
Grace.
Grace
The
was
fall
fun.
from Grace.
Probably. If it, yeah.
Yes, thank you. Yes, correct. Yes.
I was gonna say, if it tracks with like the story so far, she's fallen for sure.
There's been no story.
She was obviously having a lot of fun. It might have been her 21st birthday, maybe.
Okay, good for her.
Just her or friends?
No,
or?
she had a couple of friends with her. Grace got in the car and with her couple of friends, and they're having a good time, and Grace is especially having a great time, just laughing
on.
and going
As she
hysterical.
should. It's her 21st.
Rock on.
Sure, but she jumps up in the front seat. And I don't know. She didn't announce that it was her 21st, and usually that is an announcement.
Yeah.
But obviously very, very young compared to me. I'm an old guy. But she gets in, and she hops in the front seat, and her two friends are in the back. And immediately she closes the door, and she reaches over and grabs my arm and says, "Thank you so much. You're my hero."
Don't be
And
weird,
she's
Grace.
just-
Yeah.
Grace
Grace, chill
gets a little
out.
weird.
Don't be
It
weird.
sounded like, okay. I'm just looking at her.
Sure.
Thanks. And
You're
here
welcome?
we go.
Question mark?
This will be a fun ride. And then her friends roll her eyes like, Grace, stop. And she gasps, no, I mean it. He's
mean
like,
it.
he's perfect. I should marry him. I kind of stiffen up at this point. Like she's still like pawing at my arm, like I should marry you. Yeah, like just yeah, like grabbing my arm and rubbing it. Like okay, so I'm just kind of locked up. Like what is happening here? And I laugh it off, and she's like gets more and more serious. She like digs in on this.
Wait.
She's like, wait, are you married? And I nod and I just
Yes.
smile at her. Yep. I said, I'm happily married for 20 years. And she said, well, she didn't even say anything. She just starts clapping her hands. And she's all excited. She said, even better. You can pick her up and we'll get married tomorrow and she can be my maid of honor.
Grace. That's not how this works.
Grace is acting crazy.
Yeah.
No
Grace.
joke. Her friend in the back said, Grace, be quiet. You know, she's like yelling at her.
They're literally
Got
be
it.
quiet.
And she said, fine, but I love him.
Good for you, Uber. Good for you.
Yeah, Uber. You
Pop
still got
off,
it for an
Robert.
old man.
Yeah.
Fine, but I love him. That's crazy.
So when we pull up, she's still like trying to grab my arm and like, you know, your wife will be there tomorrow, right? Like, we're gonna get married at the courthouse, and she's going into this whole
Is she
thing.
like maybe psychotic?
I don't know, but she has it all set. 10 a.m. tomorrow morning
Meet
at the
you
courthouse.
at the Greene County Courthouse.
Yep, and this is what she's telling me. We'll be at the courthouse.
Well, she's gonna be there.
Yeah, and she's pointing back to her friend. You two will be the witnesses, and
Somehow,
your wife
I
will be
think
the
she
maid of
already has a
honor.
dress.
I
believe it.
I don't know.
She
I'm
just
pretty sure.
probably carries it.
Or that's going to be an early morning shopping trip. But
Oh my
she is set. Her friends open the front door. I'm unlocking it for them because she keeps
Get
locking
out.
it back.
She's walking it back.
Yeah, she keeps
She's
pushing
like,
it back
you
with her
can't
other
get
hand.
me out. I love him.
Yeah, no
Wow.
joke. And her friends,
But
we finally
Daddy, I
get the
love
door
him.
open, and they're like dragging her out of the car.
They're
She's,
probably
like,
embarrassed.
clawing
Yeah,
oh yeah.
yeah.
They're
You know
just devastated.
Honestly,
But
I've
Grace,
been like
please.
every
Please,
man from
Grace.
I beg you.
I beg you.
So they finally get her out, and I just hear this. She just starts laughing hysterically as they've got her by each arm.
She sounds crazy, actually.
And she turns around. I have my windows down because I've got to hear this.
Yes.
Yeah,
I have my
as
windows
always.
down. And she turns around. She's like, I'll see you tomorrow for the wedding, as they're dragging her into her dorm room.
Okay, it's
Oh,
giving.
not the dorm
It's
room.
giving. Maybe it was her bachelorette party, and she is getting married tomorrow at 10 a.m. Not to you, but maybe to somebody else.
Maybe
I don't
so.
know.
that could kind of make sense.
I think a little.
She
just-
said, it
So
could
she
kind
actually
of
did
make
have a
sense.
dress.
That is
Well-
Hey,
ridiculous.
that's crazy.
I'm plenty old enough
know
to
what?
harken back to bro dad for her. So
Never, bro. Dad.
So another proposal. this one was Megan. She got in the car and
Not another Megan.
another Megan, and she had had a few drinks. And she jumps in, and I try to keep the conversation light. I'm just trying to keep things casual, and ask her, "Hey, how are things going?" And she just starts in to the conversation and sighs, and she says, I was great until I realized that I need a man in my life.
Sure.
Yeah. And I just kind of chuckle, I laugh it off, and I was like, well, I think a lot of people feel that way after a few drinks. And she snorts.
That's a fair point.
And laughs, and she said, no, like I really need someone.
Oh, I'm afraid.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and then she just turns her head to me and she
Oh,
said,
no.
you could be that person.
Oh, man.
A little creepy voice. I mean, it was a little, I like raised my eyebrow. I'm starting to get a little stern.
Is she in
Megan?
She's in the front seat?
Yes, she's
Oh,
in the front
no.
seat.
Yeah.
And Megan, what are you talking about? And she looks dead serious at me at this point, and she says, I need to marry you.
Not again.
I'm so serious right now. You are perfect.
Perfect.
And I start laughing. I'm like, we haven't even met. I said, I know your
you don't
name
even know
through
my
the
name.
app.
Yeah.
and she's still serious and not taking my laughing this thing off. And she says, no, you are the perfect man for me. Let's get married. And
Good for you.
and I'm like, yeah, good for me. Drunk girls proposing. That's an exciting thing. And I just keep saying, no, wait.
No, thank
You are drunk. What you need is some water and calm down. And so the whole
Amen.
ride, she just keeps on. I need to marry you. And she starts planning the wedding. She's like, we are going to have 3 kids.
Oh, my gosh.
And here's going to be their names. And she starts naming children.
Any
and
of them your current
I was
name?
just
No.
about to ask that question because that would
None
have
of
been
my
wild.
real children's names, thankfully. So I mentioned that to her. I said, well, those aren't my kids' names. So I guess
So
those
I
are
don't think
safe.
it's us.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. And she just keeps going on. And we are going to get married on a hilltop. And it's going to be like this. Yeah, she's got the whole thing planned
Oh
out.
my gosh.
I'd go.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah.
Debbie will be there.
Yeah.
But Debbie, the wedding's not happening.
Oh, gotcha,
Oh.
gotcha.
But Megan just keeps going on. And I finally would pull up to her destination. I'm like, okay, we're here. It's time for you to get out and go into your friends. And she's like, I don't want to go into my friends. I want to stay with you.
Oh my gosh.
So a little creeped out at this point. Yep. And I say, well, honestly, I'm getting a little concerned with you right now. And I don't know why. I'm just acting more like a father at this point. Like, I'm a little concerned right now, Megan. I think you need to go inside and rest, drink some water, and not do anything else tonight. And she's like, she just looks at me with these big puppy dog eyes. She's like,
She said, you really care. I love you.
no, she goes, well, if that's what you really think, okay, I'll go in.
Oh my gosh.
So she walks inside, and I don't know what happened at that point.
I don't think she should be out alone
hope
ever.
she yeah, probably not. But I guess that wasn't so much a proposal as it was a demand. that
Yes.
We are getting married.
Yes.
I don't know. That was a weird one.
Every ride's a new story to tape. Overnight drivers with ears on a mission. Come back next time for carpool confessions.